I'm sorry, but we've reached the point in our relationship where it's time we have the talk. Oh, don't you hate those words? Honey, we need to talk. Oh, I mean, this is not comfortable, but it has to be asked, and we have to have a meaningful conversation about this. Are we collectively, yes, you and me, are we helping or radio by using these AI DJs? And yeah, I am lumping in my very system that I toiled for months to create, and a lot of you dig, RoboDJ, which actually taps into your playlist, finds songs that are coming up, and creates kind of cool and entertaining voice tracks. So you have an AI DJ at the helm 24/7. Now, is that good or not so much? And yes, it is something that I've run my gums about in the past. And I have brought this up. But you know, now that kind of RoboDJ is out there in the world and a lot of you are using it, you're having fun with it, and I'm able to tune in and actually hear the results, whew, it's really left me with more questions than excitement based on what we've been able to achieve. Don't get me wrong, I am thrilled. I just, I'm kind of electrified by what is possible. Constantly jaw-dropped that a coding imbecile like myself can create a piece of software that actually does things. And that alone is super gratifying. And I mean, how exciting for you to actually run RoboDJ for the first time and have it actually follow the rules in your prompt and magically create a voiceover that actually sounds interesting, tells a cool backstory about, Venus from Bananarama. But after that AI high wears off and now we're sober, the question we have to ask is, does this serve our listeners' best interests? Are we delivering true value to their listening experience? Basically, is this best for our listener? That always has to be the number one question that we ask before we launch anything new on our radio stations. Are we helping or are we hurting the listening experience? And having tuned in to a lot of your stations, and hey, I love what you're doing, and yes, I still am very, bullish on RoboDJ, and I'd love for you to try it out. Take the free 7-day trial, and oh my goodness, it has expanded so much from the last time we chatted about it. And I'll do a separate video about the new features, but just the spoiler is it now works with Nextcast, a crazy older software, I think, Raduga. But basically it allows some of you to just import your playlist files into RoboDJ instead of having to make a connection with an API or HTTP or database. So it's much easier to get your playlist data into the system. So you can check out this link right there if you want more information, you want to try it out. And I'll go into more details in a future video, but that's not the point of this. The point is just to say that based on what I've heard, it just makes me push the pause button and want to bring this up with you, my fellow radio dudes and dudettes. And let's really just have a conversation about ultimately, is this best for internet radio, for radio in general? Granted, we have zero control of the big guys. They, of course, will steamroll forward because this saves them a lot of money. It saves them time, and it's incredibly, rich for their bottom line. And that's all they care about. They're passionless, soulless, bean counters that have really sucked all the life out of radio. And okay, good on them. They own these stations. They're incredibly expensive to run. I get that. I don't fault them 100%. And this is probably an unpopular opinion, but if it weren't for the heartless medias of the world, what would the state of radio be in today? I'll say it again, radio is not a cheap undertaking. Terrestrial radio, where you have your stick with tens of thousands of wattage being pumped out, that's not cheap. And all the licenses, so I get it. The bottom line has to be top of mind at some point if you're ever to make a legitimate go at this industry, or to keep this legacy medium alive. So that aside, let's focus it back to us. You and me, with our internet radio stations, we're smaller, time, we're not the big time, but what we do possess, and I've said this before, that the big guys don't, is we are infused with passion. We love radio so much. We want to see it continue to flourish and grow. And we're in such a unique spot to do that because of our own creativity and our love that we could pour into our stations and try things and execute ideas that the big guys cannot do. So that's great. We really have a fresh palette that we could splatter with our own unique creative audio fingerprint. That's a huge win for you and me, smaller internet broadcasters. Now, what we choose to do with that, of course, that's on us. But still, the main, thesis remains, whatever we do, is it providing the best listening experience? And after listening to some of these AI DJ voice tracks, I'm not sure. What I'm hearing, it's funny, because RoboDJ ships with a couple prompts that, execute some of my trademark bits, like Rad Rewind and Behind the Story. And it's just fun to hear that on a lot of your stations. And yeah, I think telling an interesting backstory of a song, that's kind of cool. That could be one of those like head nodding moments for a listener. Oh, I didn't know that. That's kind of neat. The technology isn't to the place, obviously, where it's fooling anyone. These are clearly robotic voices. Now, that's not to say in 5 minutes or 5 weeks the technology won't be there. This is expanding and evolving at such a breakneck pace. We will get there. We'll get there where it's going to be completely indistinguishable. Then yeah, we should all be scared. But then, yeah, that gives us more opportunity to make our bits sound that much more polished and real. But at this point, sometimes it's really off-putting. And it's so clear that this is just robo junk that I don't know. I may have preferred just to listen to a segue from one song to the next. And it doesn't provide friction in my listening experience. It keeps the music rolling because ultimately that's why your listeners are tuning in. They want to hear some music. But if you could spice in some other cool features, hit them with some snarky liners like I just talked about in a recent video, infuse personality into the music mix, well, yeah, that is something they cannot get anywhere else. No Spotify playlist, no, personal iPod will ever be able to deliver what you could give them. Because yes, you have your own great creative uniqueness that you should be pouring into your radio stations, bringing to life your ideas in ways that listeners would never expect from an online radio station. And yes, that's another check mark in our column. We have the power to do that. But you just have to ask yourself and be critical. I know it's easy to be enamored by the tech and think, woo, look at what I pulled off. I get it. It excites me to actually hear a voice track hit the air that was somewhat automated. And it just, is kind of magical. But once again, we need to sober up and really listen with those critical ear holes and say, but is it serving our listeners? For them to maybe hear something cool, but being delivered by a voice that's clearly not human. And maybe some of this, our listeners aren't that savvy. They're not listening with such focused intent. Maybe they miss part of this. But I think we need to set some standards. And this is completely subjective. But the more I listen to these AI bits, I'd be really mindful of running time. 15 to 20 seconds, that's enough. Because once again, anytime you are putting a bit on the air, yeah, you are kind of pumping the brakes on your listeners' experience. They really want to hear your tunes. Yes, they will stay if you truly can provide them with some valuable and entertaining content, but it can't drag on and on and on. It can't, the bookmarks between songs cannot be this wide. You really need to shorten them up. Keep that content tight, keep it moving, keep it entertaining, keep it snappy. Then I think you can get away with AI content that may not sound as human as we'd like it to. So please, I just pare back the length of some of these bits you're putting on the air. And again, it is always job one to find the best, the most human sounding voices. And yet for me, 11 Labs really helps hit that mark. Some people like Minimax, and I'll test more of these providers. You need to find the ones that work best for you, but don't cheap out just because, it costs you, zero point 0.3 cents per, sentence. If that 0.3 cents is going to cost you listeners, your savings will end up costing you in the long run. So that needs to be a priority. And I already hear some of you DJs, meaning dinosaur jockeys, you legacy old school folks who just are anti-AI everything. You're like the broadcasting ostriches with your head in the sand. Well, you know what happens with an ostrich with his head in the sand? Well, it gets steamrolled by progress, by innovation, and you won't see it coming. So as we, have this conversation, all opinions are welcome, of course, but I kind of tune out to the folks who are saying, oh, AI is a toy, it's a novelty, it sucks, I'll never use it. Well, great, good on you, but it is not only the future, but it is the now. But to survive and thrive, you must be willing to lean into innovation and curiosity to explore new technologies. It is the only path forward because it is the path forward. So figure out how to make AI work for you. Come to peace with this isn't a fad, this isn't going to go away. It is only going to grow and consume and replace. But the positions that we're in with especially smaller time internet broadcasters, it's not like we're taking jobs away from jocks we would have hired to fill the afternoon drive slot on our station. No, the majority of us are one man or woman bands. It's all us all the time. So we're not screwing over human DJs. If anything, we're lightening our load by being able to offer our listeners a little more value by plugging in some of this AI technology. And I'm not saying that you need to, replace all your human voices, that I never say that. I am looking not to replace, but to enhance our current offerings. Enhance, don't replace. So maybe you still want to track everything. It's your voice or other human voices, and I love that. But maybe just consider using AI to come up with cool things to say, to script out breaks, to script out feature ideas, or just to brainstorm unique bits or features that you can execute on your radio station. That's if you just don't want to go 100% in and hand the microphone over to the AI voices in the cloud. But now is the time to start getting comfortable with your new, Robo bedfellow, because it's here to stay. And you will only stick around if you learn how to make peace with it and how to use it as a tool to grow. So while I hear you, you hate it, you think it's destroying the industry, it sounds like crap, I get all that. But I don't see that as a productive viewpoint. It's not helping advance our cause, move us forward, and find ways to use this, for the ultimate good of our industry. So let's zoom into that part of the conversation. I want to hear your thoughts. How could we keep what's best for our listeners and radio in sight as we adopt some of these new technologies? I think that really should be the conversational starting point, and I really look forward to hearing your thoughts. Sure, if you just can't contain yourself and you have to blast out, oh, I hate AI, fine, but follow it up with a but. But it's impossible to ignore, and maybe this is a way I could run with it. The but is very important because the but builds the bridge. Just saying I hate something, that stops the train of progress, and then you're going to die on the tracks. So I don't want you to. I want to keep us moving forward. I want us to build momentum. I want us to find the most positive uses for this tech that could help propel us into the future and keep us sitting pretty. As the big guys have to figure out ways to continue to cut costs, cut staff, and to carve out whatever little heart is left in the medium of radio, it's up to us to rebuild that heart, to pump that heart full of our own innovation, our own passion, our own ideas, and that's what will strengthen the heart of radio and keep it beating well into the future. Yes, that is on you, it is on me, and I know we can do it, but it all starts with an honest conversation, and it just starts with sobering up to where we're at, and more importantly, where do we want to go together? So let's kick off this conversation. I want to hear from you, and this is really important. I think this is a very important point in our radio history, and even my light went out, and that's a sign that that light went out. Now it's time for us to shine. So I'm done. It's up to you. I'm turning over the mic to you. Hit me in the comments. Let's keep this going, and let's, hopefully come up with some really great ideas that'll nourish all of us collectively. Okay, I'm pulling the plug on this radio rant. I am Jeff, the Radio DJ Dude, and until our next little radio rendezvous, hell yeah, you keep rocking those mics all over the world.